Alrighty, Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp. We are in the Boundary Waters on Trout Lake. It's entry point number 1. It's the place we haven't been. We've been to the Boundary Waters a lot of times. My friends Ross and Andy, who are here with us, who you'll see if you haven't already. So they've been here. I think is adding it up. So 21, 22 times or so. So they've come every year for 20 years or so. And we went a few years. And then they've taken years off, and then now back in. So I don't know how many times we've been up here, but quite a few. Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp. We are headed into the Boundary Waters. So we made it to not quite our entry point actually. We were at Lake Vermilion. We have to paddle across that to get to our entry point, which is entry point 1, headed into Trout Lake. So let's get all this stuff unloaded. Canoe, I gotta put my alley pack together, show you that, which would be kind of cool. We're going with Ross, he's our guide. Andy is our official food provider. She made all our food for us, it'll be good. And my wife Molly is back over there. So the alley pack takes about 15 minutes for us to get put together. It has a canvas exterior, a closed foam flooring that goes in, and then all the aluminum bracing that gets put in there. And it's pretty awesome. We bought it when we lived in Alaska because we needed to have it shipped to us. A lot easier to ship a packable canoe than shipping a full-size canoe. And we've been using it ever since. At the end of this video, I do talk a little bit more about it. Now let's just finish getting the alley pack put together and get on our way. Canoes are loaded. Just gotta get them in the water. Get rolling. Okay, are you guys leaving us?
Yeah.
Cool.
Bye.
Yeah.
Wanna tell us about our trip?
We're going in the woods.
Cool. We're going to poop in the woods.
Yeah.
In the woods.
As Lily would say, right?
Yes, that is.
The point of the trip?
We are paddling from
Interpretation.
Lake Vermilion here to Trout Lake,
Do you want to take a bet on quoters?
and we're gonna.
I'm going lake.
I'm thinking someone might pull up and be like, "Hey, you want us to tow you along?"
I would say yes.
I would too, and I say just don't tow those guys.
Oh.
Do you want to look at the map, Brian, before we go?
As long as I could stay in view of you guys. We made it to our first portage. Oh yeah, those guys are waiting because they've got a pontoon coming to pick them up from out there.
What?
Yep, so they're getting a little ride. Yeah, we're gonna get out, get all our stuff up, and we'll take you across portage. Rock and roll. Oops, I missed.
Are you waiting for me?
What's that?
Are you waiting for me?
It's okay, I can take it. You want to take the rest of their stuff?
Okay.
And we're off.
Enjoy, guys.
Thanks. on in. Whew. Look, it's Molly.
Do you see the really cool striped caterpillar?
I did not. Is it on the trail? Can't see you under there very well, but hey, Ross.
Hey.
I think we are officially in the boundary waters now, right?
Yes.
Yay, we made it to the boundary waters. Woohoo!
Okay. Oh.
No?
Yep. Okay, we are officially in the boundary waters. It's 1:35. Just snacking our way and find a campsite, then we get to eat a little more substantial lunch. But sometimes we'd stop and eat along the way, but this is the lake we're staying on, so we might as well paddle and look. And we got some wind, so that'll be fun when we get out to the big water. Let's rock and roll. Let's give you a little camp tour. So I came in, the entry here is actually onto Vermilion Lake, which is not in the boundary waters, so there's resorts, there's a lot of boats, there's a lot of traffic on that lake. We paddled across and then entered into Trout Lake, which actually also allows motors, but they have to portage that. And so we've seen a few, but it's a big lake, so you can see behind me, and you can see them across the lake and you barely even hear and barely even notice. So I was a little worried about that coming here, but it really hasn't been much of a thing at all. And the campsite we're on, so we're close to Norwegian Point, so I'll show you a map here at some point, but we're on a little island, and this campsite is kind of awesome. So let's take a little tour, show you what we got going on. So a very important part for every in the boundary waters is a place to land canoes. And so here we go. So you can see this little cut right here where I've got my alley pack canoe, and then there's another little cut over here, Ross and Andy's canoe. My wife Molly's out there hanging out on the rocks. This site is kind of awesome. So I've been catching lots of the little tiny bass up here, which you'll see in the video as well. And it's a little windy, so you might hear a lot of that noise here in a second. But we get a beautiful view of the sunset every night, and then we get the moon rise too, actually, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of cool. All right, so back into, there we go. So there's Molly in our little fire ring area. Got the fire grate. That's how you know that it's a campsite officially. Actually checked out a couple other campsites, and none were all that great. So some of them are a little closed in, don't have a lot of space. And really what we look for are those rock edges where you can get out by the water, and that's what makes it pleasant. Also, the breeze coming across helps with the mosquitoes. However, and the mosquitoes aren't bad here until about 9 o'clock at night. From 9 to 10, it's insane. So that's time to be in your tent. I'm not going to want to film this later as we put it up usually when the bugs are going, but we actually have a pulley that we bring tied to a rope. And so that's from this tree, and rope to the back, rope to the tree. Makes it pretty easy to pull up. It's nice. And we've got Molly in my tent, which is a little cozy, but it works. We've got some hammocks. Ross and Andy's tent up here. Sunset in the background is really bright and kind of blinding. And then in any boundary waters, you have the latrine trail. In this case, continues on. Actually did already come back and film this, but we'll do it again. Good idea to yell. If you don't know where everybody is, make sure no one's back here. But there we go. This is where the business happens. Lift up the lid. I'll save you from doing that. We're on a little island, so that actually takes you down to the water on the other side. Hide away in the woods. Do your business quick or you get bit by mosquitoes. And back out to Trout Lake. There's lake trout in it. We have not seen any lake trout, but I'm sure they're out there.
Is this kind of where you wanted to fish?
I want to fish off the end.
Like off that big rock?
Yeah. So that's where I caught a big smallmouth off there yesterday. And all this is all quite shallow, surprisingly shallow. Oh, baby. Oh! Second cast. Had another one. I guess I'll cast here again. Oh! Here we go. We are catching them, wandering along the shore. It's fun, even though that is extremely tiny. Are you also wearing your official... I got him. Oh my gosh. I got one. Had a good one a minute ago, and that, of course, is what I catch. Using my crankbait that looks kind of like little smallmouth, which was actually the idea here, but I'm supposed to be catching bigger ones. Molly's over there exploring. But this is the other side where campsite's around the corner here on this little island on the right. Oh my gosh. There we go. It was so funny. Here we go. It likes to blend in on the thing. What was it, a black and yellow lichen moth?
Yeah, I don't know how he's blending into the lichen though.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, now we have to go around the island that way. Back to camp.
Okay. Giant lichen orb weaver spider. Woo! It's pretty cool. It's huge too. It's hard to tell in the video, but that's a big spider. And we got blueberries. Hey, one of the things we like to do in the Boundary Waters is find foods that we can eat, which is kind of fun. Molly especially. I haven't been doing so much of this year, but she's found a bunch of different berries.
Found some choke cherries. They don't taste very good, but they look pretty. These are fire cherries. They're pretty good, kind of tart. There's blueberries and service berries.
Oh, fire cherries.
Yeah, or pin cherries.
Yeah, okay.
They're just kind of tart.
Cool. You're just
you
gonna
can't
pop.
eat the seed.
You're gonna pop all that in your mouth now.
No, because these are really weird tasting.
We say they make them, use them for like
Pies and
pies
jellies.
and jams and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blueberries are always good.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try a service berry?
Sure. Do you eat the whole thing, or is there a big pit?
Yeah, no, it's like a blueberry kind of.
Huh. Even tastes like an unripe blueberry. It's day 2. We skipped all of day 1 and didn't film anything except for fishing stuff, but chilling by the fire. This is our evening. The sun has set. The mosquitoes are gonna come out soon. There's been a few, but not too bad. They get real bad later. So we'll go show the latrine, where the camp brownies are made.
No! Don't ruin camp brownies for me before we try this.
Isn't there? Good morning in the Boundary Waters. Molly's down there pouring water in our breakfasts. I don't know what they are. What are they? Sweet potato porridge? We'll talk more about the food later when Andy, who makes all the food, can tell us about it. But for the most part, we add hot water, add them into a fancy little pouch so that can soak it up, rehydrate. That's pretty good.
Oh, I just shook your lure right out of his mouth.
Come on, Bubba. Here we go. Here we go. Catching smallmouth in the Boundary Waters. It's a good one. There were others with them too.
Ooh, what's that? I want to go there.
The purple one? Or the way back end?
Back in.
Okay.
Yeah?
I said you can go wherever you want. I enjoy exploring as well, so. Oh! Sorry. Bite way back in there.
Oh, what my nuggets. Let's do it.
Hey, ouch. That's smallmouth. We are catching bass. Wasn't even sure I had a bite. Look at that guy.
Aw, got it.
Crushing it. This is what you come to the boundary waters for. Catching big old smallmouth.
Could be your bait fish.
Next cast. Do I still have a fish? I still have the fish. He's like twice the size of the last ones. Smallmouth bass. Got him. Oh crud, I'm stuck in the weeds now. Oh, still got it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, baby. Crushing it. Oh, you splashed me. You bugger. So many of them. Little guys.
Oh, is that's not yours, is it?
That is not mine. Yep. Okay, I think that's good. I will not be able to paddle on the right side, so just figure out. I'm gonna hop in here and then. And by hop in, I mean climb it. This is just apparently just what you catch out here.
There's people walking around outside, and there's people random birds and blah blah blah. And it's like, how do you do that?
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a bigger one. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so cool. And I can see them swimming around down underneath the boat too. Get the net.
In your hat, I'll pull it in.
That big. There we go. Like a 14 or 15 incher maybe.
2.5 pounds.
6 or 7 pounds, I'd say. I think that's our camouflage.
From what, airplanes thinking that we're a floating pile of sticks?
Yeah. You throw them at me. Oh, I got a fish. It's the hide under the canoe. They are so little. Oh yeah. Oh man, he made my little. Oh my gosh.
Has high blood pressure. Half the subjects were provided a cup of beet juice daily for 4 weeks, while the other half was given an indistinguishable nitrate-free. He had high blood pressure, so his doctor put him on meds. Then he got high cholesterol, so his doctor put him on more meds.
Oh my gosh.
He went to deem himself with terrible respiratory infections that required antibiotics. Finally, he got fed up and adopted a plant-based diet.
Oh,
He's now
man.
lost 50 pounds.
Jeez.
Blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and even his blood pressure all normal. And he had
Oh, you made my weight get broken off. Not giants, but that's better than what I've been catching. Oh my gosh.
It's a sunfish. Pumpkin seed. Bluegill. There we go.
Big one too. Here we go. Catching bluegills. That's funny. Here around this corner.
diet causing liver death.
The largemouth.
What?
I don't think I've ever caught a largemouth in the boundary waters before. Maybe, I guess, but catching largemouth. Here you go, bud. Ross and Molly making a flag
You see it?
out of an old t-shirt. BWCAW. Trout Lake. Lil Smalley. Should be Little Smalley Lake. I think that's what their point is.
Right?
We didn't catch any trout. Catch lots of little smallies. Perfect. We have a flag. This is what you do when you're in the Boundary Waters. And it's too windy to get out in the canoe and go fishing. I shouldn't say it's never too windy, but don't want to deal with the wind, so. There's a bunch of grouse hopping around down in there. Oh, that was easy.
Double.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Oh, he came off. Oh, Ross caught his.
Hey.
On the lure we found yesterday.
On the lure we found in the lake.
Cool.
Rescued in 4 feet of water.
Sweet. That one? Yeah, all right. What's up in the shallows? There we go. Ross keeps catching fish. I catch nothing. Oh, yeah. Doubled up. Doubled up.
But I still got mine, so make sure you film this.
Sounds great. Here we go. I think I'm recording. Okay. So I got one. And Ross got one. Mine's bigger.
Huge.
Throwing a little Texas rig tube. Got you a smallmouth here too. Got you, buddy.
Monster. I got one too.
We have found him.
Oh,
Quick release into the boat.
quick release into the boat.
There we go. I almost had a big one time.
As good as having one.
Yeah, it is.
How many tournaments did you win by almost catching fish?
One. Because I ended up catching 0 keepers. The other guy also caught, it was a one-on-one thing that we were doing, a little bracket. And so we fished for just 2 hours. And I had caught a whole ton of like 13 inches, but none were keepable. And went in, I was like, ah, I got nothing. So you got to fish, you win. He didn't have any, so we flipped a coin. And I won. The lengths you go to retrieve a bait. One that we actually found in the water yesterday, which is funny.
And it's caught lots of fish.
And then now we've been using it in catching fish. So now we're gonna watch Ross try and get it out, and hopefully he doesn't flip us over.
Hopefully not dump the canoe. Saved him.
Nice.
Leave no trace.
Yeah. There he is.
Monster.
Hey, that's like the size I usually catch, Ross. Got a fish. Switch over to basically the same bait Ross is using because he keeps catching bigger fish than me, and I still catch little tiny ones. Ross is hooked up. I'm facing the wrong way, I can't see. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mine's bigger, right?
I don't know.
Yep, same old story here. Jeez. Oh gosh, that was dangerously close to. Got one. Good one too, I think. Oh. Come here, my baby. Let's see, the best way to grab you is right there, I think. Nice one. God, I thought he was way bigger than that when I hooked him. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, you made my leaf fall off, you bugger. Jeez, smallmouth are crazy. You're not even big, buddy. Come here. There you go. You're lucky Ross had a really big lunch. He's not hungry yet. A little 12-inch smallmouth. Super fun to catch. That's a lot of that out here. He took my last little leech. So I can't even show anyone on there yet but basically I'll show it now. Fishing with a drop shot, a hook, and I had been hooking a gulp leech on there. So we'll try something else, see if we can catch them. Yeah, the one really big one I caught was on a spinnerbait. And I caught northern on the spinnerbait, but then that was it. I got lots of fish that would hit it, but they're also small. Like they couldn't get it in their mouth. Like, so I don't know if... Then I threw a spinnerbait for a while today, thinking, well, maybe I just need to throw it longer and there's more big fish around and they'll just like, that's what catches them, you know? But I didn't catch anything on it today. It was just sadness. Oh, we almost doubled up too. Good one? Here on Candid Camera, do something dumb.
There's my fish on a little bit of beetle spin.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, tiny little paddle tail on there.
There's
Here you go.
Yep, you kind of screwed it up a little bit.
It's the best boundary waters lure there is, I think.
Yep.
Except when you get around northern, then they don't last very long. Crushing it.
Yes. I like this little beetle spin. Oh, nice.
Quick release. Oh, there was fish on the other side of that.
Big one.
We got him. We got one. It's not tiny. Ah, you made lose my thing, you dummy. Hey, you're right. All the big fish are here. There we go. We got one. Oh. What you got?
A smallie.
A nice one too.
Yeah. If you would hold still, I'd get the hook out of his mouth.
Ross caught my fish. Get in here, dude. These are the fattest little things. I mean that in a nice way, fishies, but I mean, look at the belly on that thing. Oh, baby. There's a bigger one. It's a real one. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Smallmouth are just freaking crazy, man. Smallmouth in the canoe. He's not even... I say he's a real one. He's like a 13-incher, but... Here we go. Next time I come to boundary waters, I'm going to bring lots of drop shot stuff because that's what I'm catching them on. Little drop shot. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we got him. No, I just got to get him off with a... Oh, he's all in the weeds now. So putting a hook in my hand. These are the dangerous ones. They're small fish with treble hooks. Like,
yeah.
They like to shake. Here we go. We caught one on this book finally. Yay! He came and like got it too. Like he went after it. Freaking awesome. That's how it's supposed to be.
Get him.
And got a deer fly at the same time. Oh man. Buddy, home. Don't let your... Oh, jeez. Ah! Don't what you're all upset about, but... All right. Oh, you're even more of a mess than this one. There, we got you.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. Well, maybe even 14. It's gotta be a pike. He can't. Got it. Yeah. No. Whoa!
Big one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like up in the shallow stuff feeding now, I guess. Oh, there's another one with him. Got you, buddy. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a pain, oh, buddy. With all the treble hooks down there, I don't want to like do anything crazy. Yeah, just come on up. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. Oh, gotcha.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Of course, when I don't have the camera rolling, I say this should be a good, they really should get on these spots. And I catch one, and I don't turn the camera on. I go to the next little point, and I catch an actual big one. Look at that thing.
That is awesome.
That was a nice one. Healthy fish. We have changed tactics. I'm gonna let him go. So for the evening, we got calm here. Doing a little spook junior on rocky points. Smallmouth cannot resist.
Oh, nice.
A bluegill?
That's a big one.
It is a big bluegill. Okay, here, I'll go back up here. Okay.
I might be able to do bluegill.
Bluegill.
Molly's gonna take off the fish for us. Just gonna find
Do you want the fish?
I don't know, are we keeping them? Nope.
Okay, we let go of it.
Apparently not.
Catch
Sorry.
and release.
That was cool. A little bass. You killed me back there with that little beetle spin.
Yep.
Awesome. There it goes. Matt.
Another big bluegill.
Ross is catching giant bluegills on a beetle spin, which is why I just put on a beetle spin. Take that. We got a fish. That is not a bluegill. It's a freaking walleye.
A walleye. Nice. First walleye.
Jeez. Here we go. Beetle spin apparently catches everything over here. That's a good eating size one too. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna eat fish tonight. We haven't even really fished much of the lake at all. I'm like, found a little zone with big honking bluegills and apparently walleyes mixed in. Like, it's kind of wild. Kind of moving around in and out, and sometimes they're feeding, sometimes they're not. It's like we leave them alone for half an hour. Like this, you know, if we need more, we can come right back to here and probably catch a couple quick again. And oh, he popped it again. Oh, he's right.
Yeah.
It's a pike. Jeez.
This is
It's like there's everything here. Everything. Oh, oh. There we go. Got you, buddy. Look at that. Once again, little beetle spin, little pike. I'm not gonna keep that one, but I'm liking this lake as far as fishing goes. Catching pike.
Ooh, big one.
There we go. This is more of a normal boundary water situation. Everywhere you go, there's a little pike. Little baby pike. So we are staying on Trout Lake, which is entry point 1. It's interesting. Been to the boundary waters a lot of times. I've never been on a lake like this. The water is really, really clear. I wish I could show you how clear it is. It's probably 10-foot visibility, and I think if I had a snorkel and looked out, maybe you could see further than that. So it's kind of cool that way, but it's interesting fishing wise. We pretty much catch smallmouth everywhere we go. Little smallmouth, and we've caught a few little pike, caught a largemouth, I've caught a bluegill, a bunch of interesting things. We took a little trip to Pine Lake, so you'll see a little bit of footage from that, and that is a more normal boundary waters, or what I've experienced in boundary waters, which is a really, really darkly stained water with tannins, and so you can't see very far, which makes the fishing a little easier, as then the fish tend to be a little shallower. And so we caught a couple of walleyes, some bluegills, we caught a bass, we caught pike, got a bunch of stuff there. So I don't know, if I came back to Trout Lake, it would change how I think about what I pack as far as fishing gear goes, or I might try and go to Pine Lake, where the fishing was a little bit easier for fish that we wanted to eat anyway. Either way, it's a beautiful lake. This is a bigger lake too, so it's constantly a little bit windier here. So it's breezy here for paddling out. Not too bad, but a little tough to fish out in the open water. But got into Pine Lake, which is a smaller lake. Even though it was windy, we weren't getting pushed around too much, so it was also better. So Andy, can you tell us what's for supper?
It is turkey dinner.
Exciting. How did you make that?
It is mashed potatoes, stuffing, dehydrated turkey, and dehydrated corn, and chicken gravy.
So kind of like Mountain House meals and those things, just add boiling water. But Andy made it all, which is kind of awesome and really good. What else are we having, Ross?
We are having walleye and bluegill.
Sweet.
Fresh caught today in beer batter.
Yeah, Ross found the bluegills for us. Turned out to be the walleye spot too, actually. We caught a walleye there too. So.
And a bass in northern.
Yeah, it was a little sweet spot. That was pretty fun. That's the other part of these meals, is these fancy little pouches. You made these, right, Andy?
I did. They are not hard to make. Can I use some of the hot water? Yeah, that water's yours. Okay. Is that what you asked for dinner, or am I answering a question? No, that's what I asked. If I could use some of this.
Turkey dinner. Going in a little pouch. Keeps it warm for a while. Has to sit in there for, depends on the meal, but sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. Just depends. And then it's ready to eat. Put that right there for now.
Or we'll probably take a look. This is what dinners at Thunderers are supposed to be.
This is what they're supposed to be?
Fish.
Right. Well, that's where like we had food and a really good supper too. We were tempted not to keep any. But you can't not have it one time at least. Like, you have to. And Ross went and caught a giant bluegill. And then he caught another giant bluegill. And then he caught another giant bluegill. And then we said, we should probably be keeping these.
And then I caught no more bluegills.
And then he caught no more bluegills. But I caught a couple. That's what. Yep. Pine Lake was a normal boundary waters lake. It was stained, really dark water, and the fishing was way easy. I mean, fishing's kind of easy here too. You just kind of randomly catch just smallmouth. And there we caught walleyes, northerns, and smallmouth and bluegills. So Andy was making her other supper, and Andy's frying the fish, and Andy's just doing everything tonight.
Molly
I guess
pumped water.
most nights. What's that?
Molly pumped water.
Molly pumped water, yes, she did. I'm excited about it anyway. I have my spoon in hand. So I better get it down there because I know Ross is going to eat all the fish if I don't get in there and fight for some. What is that? Like a fancy pan with a lid?
It also fit lots of fish in there.
Yeah, we should have caught more fish, Ross. What were you thinking?
Come on, let's go back out.
Let's head back over to Pine Lake.
I do have to try
Cool.
out my new lure.
That's true, you found a new one. But this is what happens when you camp with people who've been doing this. How many years did you say you've been up here?
21.
Like 21 in a row. Probably 21.
No.
A couple times you've done
We
twice.
took a year or two off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Huh. Either way, a lot of
Job
years.
was more important.
So they know all the fun little gadgets and things to have when up here. Also depends on how many portages you have to do to get where you're going. We didn't have to do very much. We could have brought more stuff. That's what Andy's hearing.
Yep. That
Could have brought more stuff. Should have brought a bird bath for the Merlins.
camp chair, should have brought.
Oh yeah. Oh, camp chairs would have been nice.
Yeah,
portable
honestly, legit,
freezer.
I would have gone for a camp chair.
Andy wants steaks.
Well,
Steaks.
Yeah, the one portage was short. Like, it would have been pretty easy to make a trip, go back and forth. Ready for a nap. Like a 10-hour nap.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Ross wouldn't let me stop paddling. That had more beavers than I've ever seen in any place in the Boundary Waters, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, almost every blip we went around had another beaver house and
You saw real
beavers.
Yeah,
we saw many real beavers.
Yeah, quite a few.
They
Quite a
make the
few
weirdest
active
sounds.
lodges.
Oh, yeah? We didn't hear them make any sounds other than
Yeah,
and then you'd see them swimming under the, like, all the plants moving where you couldn't actually see them because the water was dark, but, and the bubbles, like, you could see where they were going, but.
We also chased
I think it was a redhead, a hen redhead.
Yeah, she was like trying to get us to follow her away from her chicks.
Yeah.
And so we did. We followed her for probably half a mile.
And I assume she had babies and was leading us away.
Yeah.
Because that's what the one did to Molly and I the other day. But then the babies were dumb and all came out, and then that created a whole fiasco. But she led us for a long ways.
She would take off, land, and if she landed too far away, she actually turned around, came back towards us to wait, and then swam away like, this way, guys.
Oh, some of them are photos because I accidentally turned it to photo, and so for Ross's fish, I took a photo.
I was sick of comparing our fish sizes.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, oops.
Still sitting by the little tiny bits that he spilled, and after a little while, I noticed that there's like an ant crawling on my leg, holding a piece of chicken. And there's another ant crawling on my bed, carrying a piece of chicken. And another ant crawling on my leg. It's funny. They're all like, I don't know where they're going with it, but they kept coming this way.
Taking it home.
Yep. I'm like, can you just tell me where you're going so I can like take it from you and put it on the other side of me so that you don't have to climb over top of me.
Oh, we should have taken the long portage. There were tons of blueberries on the long portage.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bunch berries. I ate some bunch berries.
That was on our last little portage. So those are a short paddle away if you want to paddle over there quick.
Short paddle.
Yeah.
Just a little creek?
No.
No, it's in this lake.
Oh.
And it's a beautiful beach. It's actually a really cool spot.
Yeah.
But
But it took us a while to get here from there.
it's less windy now, though.
Yeah.
So it won't be pushing you there as fast. But yeah, we were going pretty much angled into the wind all the way back. It seemed like. Yep, I was just like going with the flow, mindlessly paddling.
Yeah, I couldn't even turn my brain off because I had to steer us.
Yep. It's funny being in front. I just like keep going, keep
Just
paddling.
keep
Wow, I
swimming.
like.
Yeah.
It's like ache. I've gotten stiff, been sitting, haven't been paddling long enough. No, for a while.
Yep, I can feel it up in my shoulders.
All right, this is community dinner style night tonight. Most nights we each had our own, but tonight, since we've got our fish, fish. You even brought tartar sauce.
I've got them in my pocket.
And our other little meals. We'll see. Show you this. Look, Andy.
Good. Hot.
All done. Eat it out of the bag.
Go on for you.
So apparently Ross wears a shirt, gets it all dirty, and then it turns into a rag.
That's how you get rid of old t-shirts.
That's how it works at our house.
Wait, did you wear that shirt here and then now we're cutting it up, or?
Yes. The other one's a flag.
So we made this is probably one of my favorite Boundary Waters desserts is the no bake cheesecake, and we mix it up and we stick it in a bag and stick it in the lake to cool it. So the water's not all that cool. It looks pretty good. And in this case we have Oreo crumbles and our cheesecake, and we're gonna dump it all in a bag and we're all gonna take a spoon and we're gonna get after it. Yeah. Sometimes in the past we've added blueberries and things or raspberries, I think was the thing we added one year, but that we found. But no need to this year. Whew. Alrighty. The canoe is loaded. Molly's up there picking some fire cherries that she wants to take with, I guess. Russ and Andy are over there getting their canoe finally. Russ and Andy are over there getting their canoe loaded up. And we are headed out. Got probably about a 2-hour paddle with one short portage in the middle, but it's not too bad. It is hot. I can see in the water. Oh, there's a big old, it's a bass bed there too that just swam across. Spawn there. There's quite clear here, but there we go. Goodbye, Ross and Andy. It's true. We're just going out into the breeze and then we're going to put sunblock on out there. And I'm just filming the water view of our campsite on Trout Lake. I definitely prefer the campsites that have these big rocks. Allow you to get out of the woods, which helps for mosquitoes slightly. It's better for fishing.
Okay.
Yep, you hold the side somewhere.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
And there goes Molly. The hard part's going up the hill. And I got a pack. Headed across the portage. We're leaving Trout Lake, headed to Lake Vermilion, which the wind is picking up. It's gonna be a windy little deal over there, I'm sure. So I don't know. There's nobody I love more than that woman right up there. My back's bothering me, so she's carrying the canoe. Not that that's the only reason she would carry the canoe. I can't hear you, but wherever you need to stop, you can just walk straight ahead there and stop. Here we go. You did it, Molly. And you're finding blackbirds.
I think there's another canoe coming through.
Yeah. We gotta go back over too. And we're going back for trip number 2. It's a short portage, so it's easier to make trips than to try and take everything all at once. It's a long portage. Might try to take a little more at one time, but look, it's Ross. There's another canoe coming.
You want me to go?
And there Molly goes with a pack and a million other things. Alrighty, the rapids. Let's take you over to Trout Lake. Ooh, there's fish swimming around. And this is going to take us out to Lake Vermilion, where we have kind of a long paddle. It's pretty fun. And there's Ross and Andy.
Hi.
Woohoo!
Big swim, I mean like the water.
You mean what?
Walk through the water.
Oh, yeah. We made it. We're out. And what I didn't show you was the alley pack. You saw probably the setup of it. Time lapse will do the same thing for the takedown, but this is essentially what it is. So a canvas exterior, and it has a closed foam mat, and then all these aluminum bars that just snap together. So I use a little mallet to put them in. The seats also pop in and out. And then I had to have this custom made to carry it for portaging. So this clamps in the middle, so we can carry it around. That's really it. Pretty simple. It's pretty awesome. Weighs about 42 pounds, I think is what it's supposed to weigh. So it's a nice lightweight canoe, and it actually, so when going over the waves, it flexes and bends. So it's interesting. You don't crash through things. You don't take waves over the bow quite as much as you would in a Kevlar canoe if the waves are really big. And then going over rocks and things too, the bottom will flex and it slides over stuff. So I've had this canoe now for, how long have we had it? Like 15 years. So 15 years or so. And I used it a lot for a while. Haven't used it for a while. I'm using it again now, but it's held up really, really well. I think the only thing that would really be a threat to it would be a sharp stick if you hit that was underwater just right. Maybe it'd poke a hole, but we've used it pretty well, and it holds up. It's kind of awesome. So set up for time lapse and let's get her taken down. Nice. All right, there we go. Ross and Andy are back to stay before. That is our canoe and the duffel bag. Seems way heavier when it's in the duffel bag than it does when it's all put together, but just because it's a weirdly large, unwieldy thing. But our stuff. Ross got the car up here for us. We get loaded up. Andy's ready to go. Oh, Andy's changing. Let's go see. Just kidding. That'd be weird. Sit here. Yeah. I love white. I'm really low down. That's okay.
You want to switch spots with me?
No, it's fine. Smile. We are all loaded up. We're just leaving the canoe here because it's old and junky. We're out of here. Just kidding. Put the shoes in the thing. Oh, what do you need, Ross? You need to close that?
Yeah, that would be easier.
Okay, I'm gonna close it. We can open it back up.
Okay.
Okay, rather than help, we're just gonna stand and watch Ross.
I don't know how to help, but you can tell me how to
There's
help.
nothing to do.
I'll catch it if it slips off this way.
Okay.
Here we go. It's the end of the trip. Maybe I'll film more, maybe not, but hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you learned some things. If you haven't been to the Boundary Waters, it's something everyone should do at least once, I think. If you enjoy it, be sure to subscribe. That'll help me out. And until next time, get out and catch some fish. Smile. Hey, look at that.